Did you know that in Mikrotik there are so many means by which you can actually establish a link between two or more Mikrotik routers? Are you aware of that? I hope you know of the various interfaces you can create in Mikrotik to be able to communicate with a distance or remote Mikrotik router. Maybe you don't know. I know some know about this already. Alright, so kindly sit back, relax and watch me as I delve deeper into this particular interface I'm going to tackle. So please sit down, relax and watch me. Thank you. So without wasting time, let's quickly delve into our routers. So I'm going to actually open about two routers, okay, which are interconnected. So one is immediately very close to me and one is at a distance or a remote away from me. Okay, so let's first connect to our first router. So this is our first router, okay? Then this is the second router. Great. Okay, so I have two routers here. I'm going to use this first router as a main router, okay, I mean the local router, and I'm going to use this as the distance router or the remote router. So the first thing for us to do is to create an interface or various interfaces between these two routers. So I'm tackling the router 1. So this is router 1. Let me create my interface. And actually the feature I'm going to talk about is the EoIP tunnel, meaning the Ethernet over IP tunnel in Mikrotik and other routers as well. Okay, so I'm going to create this tunnel between these two routers, and through this tunnel these two routers are directly going to communicate between each other. And so let me create my tunnel. And so let's say OWUUBII. Okay, then you go ahead and specify the local IP here. In this case, this is my local IP and this is the distance IP relating to the second router I just opened here, 246. This is the IP I'm referring to. Okay, and then the tunnel ID is very needed, so the tunnel ID is 50. Okay, let me say 500. Okay, and then the IPsec secret, I want to use OWUUBII. Okay, this is my IPsec secret. You can make it very complex. You need to actually make it complex so that it's not easily crackable. And so the next thing to do is to leave others at default. You can actually change this to suit how you want it to be with regards to the keep alive. You can go ahead with the DSCP. We have the inherit, which is the default, and you have don't fragment. You have no or inherit, you leave it at default. You uncheck allow fast path, okay, and then apply and okay. So we have created a interface in our first router. Okay, now the next thing to do is to jump onto the second router and then do the same configuration. Okay, so let me add with regards to the second router, so OWUUBII, so OWUUBII 2. So this is the second router. Okay, now I need to do the same thing here. So the local IP is obviously the gateway of the router. If it is normally behind a public IP, you can actually assign the public IP, especially if you've done the port forwarding configuration. Okay, you can actually put the public IP there, but since I'm on my local network and so basically I'm in a lab trying to teach you how this thing works. Okay, so this is my local IP and this is my distance IP. Remember the tunnel ID we specified in the previous one. You uncheck allow fast path as well on the second router. Apply and OK. Now the next thing for us to do is to configure IP on these interfaces. And so quickly come to IP, and the IP you see addresses, and then let's configure an IP address for this interface. So let's say 20.20. Let's say 1/16 on this interface. Apply and OK. And then I need to replicate the same thing on the second router with the same subnet. And so on the second router I say 20.20.20.2/16 on the interface I created, and OK. Now I'm done creating this on the various interfaces, I mean the IP addresses. The next thing for me to do is to do a route between these two routers. And so let me quickly come to my routes. So right after assigning IP addresses onto this interface on the router 1 and the same thing on the router 2, you'll notice an establishment of a connection between these two routers. And so let me quickly hook up here. And so this is the configuration we did on both routers. Take note of the local address and the remote address. Okay, take note of the tunnel ID as well, the IP security, and then allow fast path as well on both routers. If you want to know if there is a link established between, I mean a tunnel link established between these two routers, just come to IP, come to routes, and then you'll be able to see. So this is our route reaching the destination. This is also reachable as well. If you come to the second router and you look through, the same thing is reachable. And so from this router, let me try and ping the IP tunnel, I mean the IP we assigned this interface. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So this is the IP of this local router, and this is the IP of the remote router. Okay, so I'm going to ping the remote and see if it can be reached. Okay, 3. Okay, so I can reach my remote router. I can even use the remote router. I can log in into the remote router using the tunnel IP instead of the main IP. Yes, and so there is a link established between these two routers. Okay, from here let me ping as well and see if it is reachable. Okay, so it is reachable. Let me also try from this part and see if I can log in. Okay, so you see, from I'm able to log in into the router using the tunnel IP we actually provided. Okay, and so basically there is a link established between these two routers using the EoIP tunnel. That's the Ethernet over IP tunnel, and so this is the traffic currently going. This is the current flow of traffic between these two routers. So this signifies a link established between them. So basically this is it with EoIP tunneling in Mikrotik. So finally we've come to the end of this video. I guess you can handle this configuration comfortably. As you can see, we were able to establish a link between these two routers using the remote and then the local IPs. We also use the IP security secret as well. Remember the ID number. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos as well. I salute you all.